Good morning everyone, Izzy here with a new kind of video. Now I haven't done any what sold videos before, but I have 5 things going out today and they all sold for a slightly different reason. So I thought it was interesting and thought you guys might like to see it too. Now if you're new to the channel, you need to know that I sell primarily on Facebook Marketplace and that I have not listed any new inventory for about a month and a half. And that was intentional in December to not list the closer it got to Christmas when it was obvious that people still expected to get their presents in time, but the post office was really delayed. And then we decided to remodel my workspace, and that actually took a lot longer than planned. So with not listing, my algorithm completely tanked, which was the point of slowing down sales so I could focus on getting the remodel done. So for the past few days, I have been moving everything back into my office space and reorganizing how I have it stored while also double checking the listings, making any tweaks or edits and updates that I saw needed to be done. The first thing that sold was this aluminum juicer. It's actually missing a foot. I have had this listed, like everything I'm going to show today, I've had this listed for a long time. And all I did for this one to sell was hit renew. Really complicated, I know, but it is something that you need to do on Facebook Marketplace periodically if you sell there. On Facebook, you can renew a post once every week, and I believe right now you get 7 renewals. I don't do mine every week. Most of my things are fairly unusual, and they're gonna sell by keyword searches, and they don't have to be the newest top post. But you have a renewal left on this one. I pushed it, and it sold nice and easy. So the next thing I had were these 3 vintage knives. And again, they've been up for a while. And when I was going through moving the inventory around, I noticed that there weren't detailed pictures up. It was just one picture, one side kind of blurry. So I just retook 2 new pictures, which Facebook then decided to flag me for selling weapons, even though it had been listed for several months and I didn't change the description or the title, just the pictures. But once that got approved, they sold within a few hours for the price that they had been the whole time. I didn't mark any prices down on these. Now next I have these Pyrex butter dishes. There's only one lid, and they are pretty dusty, so they're gonna get a nice wipe down before they go. Now these, I realized with quite a few things I had listed before Facebook offered shipping in that category, and I never updated it. So these have been sitting on local pickup only. Now when I posted these, I had someone message me and want one of them for $10 free shipping. With that, shipping would have been about $8 because with the box and the padding, it would have been over £1. So I told her that. I don't think they believed me, but I wasn't going to lose money on selling one and then have to relist. I don't usually break up my lots unless I'm making a decent amount, because then I have to relist and makes it a whole new item. And later that day, I got an offer for $18, which isn't that low. Now, I also collect Pyrex, and I know it takes a lot of time and patience to package them correctly, and with it being 4 separate dishes, I wasn't willing to invest that time and effort for $18. So, thank you, no. And a few hours later, they sold for full asking. So on these, I made a mistake in the listing and hadn't updated it with shipping. Added that on, ignored a couple low offers, and they sold within a day and a half. Now you guys know I always pick up Boyd's Bears when I see them at the bins. I never used to, but I bought a whole collection one day, literally filled my cart. I think I spent $20 the whole day for everything I brought them home, listed it, and the next day I'd sold $100 worth and only sold a handful of bears. So I always pick them up. I usually sell them in multiples. One thing I noticed going back through my listings is I did not have their names listed with the bears, just Boyd's Bear and maybe a description. So any of them that had tags, I keep them in baggies now to make them easier to grab. So this guy had his little tag tucked up underneath his shirt and I hadn't seen it. But any of them with tags, I went back through and I added their names onto the listings. And even though these guys have been sitting since, I think, the fall, they sold with just the addition of their name. So more detail. If you have any kind of character, always put the name, the movie, the show it's from, whatever you can, because you never know what word someone is going to search for to look for that product. And the last thing I have is this. Now this I got from a clean out, and I thought it was kind of weird. I didn't really look to do any comps or anything. I just thought it was interesting. It's a little luminary. It is studio made, Sandstone Creations from Arizona, but it's like this girl holding a menorah. And I've had this listed since before Halloween because I thought creepy. And then also it would be good later in the year. And what I did with this one, I did not update the listing. I was out of renewals. And I went through and I was getting rid of things that were under my current $10 minimum. I don't sell things for less than $10. If they're worth, say, $5, I bundle it with another $5 thing and sell them together, because the time it takes to pack it, ship it, and then my packing supplies, I just have a base minimum. So this was only listed for $8 plus shipping. I didn't want to donate it because I think it's pretty cool, so I was like, well, you know what? Let's just up the price and see what happens. So I did. All I did for this was change the listing from $8 to $10, and it sold. So there you have it. Whatever platform you sell on, don't be afraid to try new things, see what gets your posts bumped up in the searches, see what people are looking for, what makes them click your ad over everyone else's, and what catches their eye. So thanks for watching, guys. I'm gonna get this stuff packed up and out to the mail. So I know the real reason you all come to this channel is to see this guy right here. Hey, doctor. So this is Doctor Who. He is 9 years old, and he is a rescue from when we lived in North Carolina. And if you ever happen to notice that his left eye catches the light weird, don't be concerned. His lens didn't develop fully, and he can see just fine out of that eye, but it does get irritated a little bit easy, so we have to watch that. So I have to get off to the post office with all these packages, and apparently not stop petting him. I have to get off to the post office to drop off these packages and run a couple errands, but first I have something very important to do. Hey, doctor, do you want to go on a walk? I guess that's a yes. Okay, let's go. Let's go. Hey, get out of their yard. So I'm sitting here editing the video, and I just had another order come in. Well, two actually. I posted one thing that I had posted forever ago, and I'm not even sure why it was no longer listed on Facebook. I don't know why I deleted it, but I had these printing press type, like letters and numbers and blanks, and I'd already had them split up into 10-pound lots and had sold some, and for whatever reason, no longer had it listed. And when moving everything back into my office space, I realized that I posted up, I had 9 sets left. And I got a few questions this morning, it kind of answered, but I hadn't sold anything. I sold 1 set by the time I had come back with Doctor, and went ahead and took that one to the post office today, because all I did was drop it in a padded flat rate. Then I had another sale this afternoon of another set, and then a few more questions, and someone actually just paid for all of them. Actually, I shouldn't even say all the rest, because you can only put 70 pounds in a large flat rate box, and I had 7 boxes that were all just over 10 pounds, plus I had some left over, so I might have enough to go ahead and make another listing after I shipped him his. I gave him a little bit of a discount. I did $20 for each set instead of $25, but I was happy to just get it all in one go, and most of his savings came from putting it in a large flat rate box, which meant a total of 70 pounds. So the little bit extra that I had in each set, I'm going to pull out, and I had some left over already, so I might be able to make one more set for about $20 and list that tonight. but technically it was old inventory, and I just listed it again now that Facebook has the quantities, which really helped because a lot more people saw it. I think I had almost 1,200 views by the time I got back from the walk, and I listed it at 2 o'clock this morning. So definitely a good sales day. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe. Bye.